Olympics are all about reward.
Excuse me.
There are victories to savor, but the most important rewards are those of the heart. Personal goals reached and exceeded. Joy that comes from giving of yourself.
Don't go before you hear the bell. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Friendships to last a lifetime. The Special Olympic Summer Games are here. Reward yourself and join us on Fox Sports Net. For the 32nd consecutive year, Fort Lewis has opened its gates to the Special Olympic Summer Games here in Washington State. The venues are prepared. The volunteers are here, and the stars of our game, the athletes, are ready to go.
Hey, that's me.
Inspire greatness. It's a simple phrase, but it's the motto for Special Olympics. It's right on. Over the next half hour, we're going to introduce you to greatness in many forms and faces at the 2004 Special Olympics Washington Summer Games. Welcome in. I'm Brian Davis. Some 2,300 athletes have gathered here, supported by 600 coaches and 3,000 volunteers to deliver their very best in cycling, aquatics, powerlifting, track and field, and soccer. It's usually the case in Special Olympics that we remember not the results, but the athletes themselves. Just a few months ago at the Winter Games here on Fox Sports Net, we introduced you to a remarkable competitor named Larry Simpson, who took him by storm in figure skating. Like a lot of Special Olympics athletes, Larry's a pretty versatile guy, and he's here competing in cycling. Let's get more on his story from Cameron Wong.
Oh, Brian, thank you. I'm here at the cycling event here in North Fort Lewis. Now, this has got to be one of the more popular sports here for the Summer Games. Look at all the bikes and the people involved. Now, there's one man in particular whose bike is more than just his training tool. It's his major means of transportation. He uses it 7 days a week, and it's paid off for him. He's now the world champion. Hard work, dedication, determination are all words successful athletes live by. In preparation for this year's Summer Games, Coach Tim Holloran would accept nothing less from his world champion cyclist, Larry Simpson.
You know, there was one night we were going up this big hill, Wall Hill, and I gave Larry a choice. I said, you got a choice. You either ride home from here or you finish the hill. And he finished the hill. And it proved that he could do it. And I think the fact that when he went over there, the coaches were so impressed with how strong he was. It was because of all his training.
It was the 2003 World Games in Ireland where Larry stole the show, earning 3 gold medals and setting 2 Special Olympic course records.
I did the 40K, the 25K, and the 15K. The 15K and the 40K, I put the track record over there. The 40K I done under an hour and 8 minutes. I was averaging about 21 miles an hour. What I heard, I didn't go to Ireland, but I got reports from people over there. He was like the Lance Armstrong of Special Olympics. And that's the analogy you made.
The hard work and determination has paid off for Larry. The last couple of years, he's dedicated his life to train at least 3 days a week. Each week, pushing harder and harder.
What's it? I'm touching you. They have fun with the coaches. And as long as you can talk, that means you can breathe. And so we push it pretty hard.
Preparing the athletes for competition is the job of the coach. Executing the race is the job of the athlete. Win or lose, Larry and Tim can take pride in how hard they've prepared.
The first race of the cycling competition was an early morning spin around North Fort Lewis. Larry Simpson had trouble shaking the cobwebs out of his system, but he was ready to ride.
Morning, everybody.
The 15K road race in Division 2 was the first of 3 races, and Larry came off the line hot. He had a small but decisive lead after the first lap, but all his time spent in training was really paying off. The riders from the Tri-Cities, wow, did their best to keep up, but by the second lap, there was no one in sight. Larry left the rest of the field behind. With a blistering time of 25:12, there was no question Larry would win the gold, his first of 3 at the 2004 Games. He attributed his victory to pure speed.
On the finishing, I was doing 30 miles an hour at the finishing, right here.